month, I hosted, along with a number of my colleagues, a hearing to look at the many issues facing homeowners in Brooklyn, and it only confirmed just how pervasive the issue of deed theft is. The Attorney General's office shared at our hearing that they receive more deed theft complaints from Brooklyn than the 4 other boroughs combined. And I know for a fact that there are many more homeowners who suffer in silence. As more and more neighborhoods gentrify in Brooklyn and other parts of our city, speculation runs rampant and the cost of living continues to skyrocket. Our constituents only become then more vulnerable to sophisticated scams and outright theft. Fraudulent companies target our seniors, homeowners struggling financially, and for whom English is not their first language. They often offer unsolicited so-called assistance with foreclosure or modifications, sometimes claiming that their home is already up for auction. Homeowners believe these companies will represent them honestly and inadvertently sign away the deeds to their homes, sometimes not realizing the mistake until years later. These are sophisticated operations taking advantage of loopholes in our law. Associating themselves with law firms can allow them to avoid legal repercussions and burdensome injunction bond requirements make it difficult for homeowners to pursue justice in civil court. Unfortunately, it seems to be all too easy for them to mislead, defraud, and outright steal property from our constituents. But once the damage is done, reversing it is nearly impossible when homeowners, many of whom are already struggling, have to take on the cost and time of a lawsuit. This legislation provides protections and remedies for homeowners who sell their properties while in default on their mortgages or in foreclosure. And it also provides additional protections and regulations for distressed property consulting contracts. So I want to thank my colleagues for their support on this significant piece of legislation. This bill will close some of the loopholes and greatly strengthen consumer protections for homeowners all across New York State. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.